Hey, this is Gene from the Residential Assisted Living Academy. I know a lot of you have heard about residential assisted living, but you're really not quite sure what it is. So let me break it down for you right now and lay out the opportunities. As a matter of fact, there's two ways to make money in residential assisted living. There's the real estate and then there's the business. When I say the real estate, you can own that real estate and lease it to an operator. How about this, getting twice the market rent with a long-term, low-impact tenant? When I say long-term, 5 years with 5-year renewals, twice the market rent, 5-year lease, that's kind of the perfect tenant. And if we have that tenant take care of the maintenance of the property and all of the repairs that are needed along the way, well, now it does become the ultimate real estate rental investment. Now, the resident themselves, that senior who might be living in the home that needs the assisted living, that's not the tenant. As a matter of fact, you're going to lease the property to an operator of this business. And that's one of the only times you're going to hear me say the word business because it's a group home for seniors. So let me explain what this business really looks like. Right now, there's 77 million baby boomers in America. They're not in assisted living. Their parents are or were, but 10 years from now, they are going to be the average person in assisted living at that moment in time. Tens of millions of people will need assistance with their activities of daily living. They won't be able to stay at home, but they don't need a nursing home either. What they do need is 24-hour care. Some need a lot of help, some need just a little bit of help. But that's what we do. We provide the place where they live, in addition to that, the care that they need. This residential assisted living solution is just that. It's a home in a neighborhood, not a multifamily, not a duplex, not an old hotel that was converted. It's a home in a neighborhood just like the one that you live in. So with this model, we have a great real estate play and also the business opportunity. So that business, what does it look like? The average person in assisted living today is paying $4,000 per person per month. In a home in assisted living in America today, there might be 6 residents or 8 residents, or there might even be 10 or 16 residents. It depends on the state and the size of the home, but let's just say it was an average home in an average area. $4,000 per person per month with 10 residents in that home. That's $40,000 a month in gross revenue. The expenses to take care of those seniors, to pay the rent, to pay for the utilities, the food, and everything else that goes with it are somewhere between 70 and 80% of that gross income. So when it's all said and done, 20 to 30% of that top line revenue comes right to you, your profit. Now, if I were to say you have a property that's getting a 20 or 30% capitalization rate, that would be off the chart incredible. But this is more than just a real estate play. Again, you can just lease the real estate and do very, very well. But the idea of operating this business, I know for some of you, you're saying, I don't want to do that. That's not for me. Well, you know what? You have a choice, either being hands-on or hands-off. When I say hands-on, that's where you're the manager, the caregiver, the cook, the baker, the candlestick maker. That's not what I do and not what I encourage you to do either. What I do is more hands-off. I hire the manager, they hire the caregivers, they fill the home and make sure that things run smoothly. My job, your job, what I teach you how to do is to run a business and give them the ability to be successful, for them to have the tools and resources to be very successful in this business. Now, I will give you all the details that you need, but I want you to understand the basics. Real estate is one side, business is the other. You can do either side or both. But I'm going to make you a guarantee before I explain any more. You're all going to get involved in assisted living one way or the other. Either owning the real estate, the business, or both, or you or a family member is going to be lying in a bed writing a check to somebody who does. You see, I know that right now, some of you are listening to me. You've got a parent, a grandparent, a loved one who's in assisted living, and it's not inexpensive. It doesn't not cost you money. Some of you are paying $4,000, $5,000 to even $10,000 a month to have somebody be taken care of. If you want a solution where it doesn't cost you anything, own one of these homes. Even one home, you or a family member could move into the master bedroom and live for free. Now, I know for some of you that is the perfect solution. For some of you, the solution of owning the real estate and leasing it to somebody else, getting twice the market rent with a long-term tenant is a beautiful solution for you. And some of you do want to be more involved. Now, I'm somewhat more involved, but it's hands off. I own the real estate, and I'm not an attorney, not giving you advice on what you should do. But in the real estate, I own that in one entity. I own the business in another entity. This entity leases the real estate from this one here, so I get the best of both worlds, the real estate and the business. When you put them all together, an average single-family home in residential assisted living could earn you $10,000 net per month, even $15,000 net per month. Do it in the right area with the right home and doing it properly, it could be much more than that. And if you can do one home, you certainly can do two. And a three-pack is what we call having one team that operates. That's you as the owner, you as the business manager, making sure the money comes in and the money goes out. But everything below is somebody else, the manager, the caregivers, and so on. So if you do that with that three-pack, you might have 3 homes within 20 minutes of each other. Now you have the shared resources of the manager, the caregivers, the team, all of those things shared together make it even more lucrative. But along the way, we're helping other people. We have a motto at the Residential Assisted Living Academy called Do Good and Do Well. Doing well means making a lot of money. Doing good means doing something good for your community and the world around you. And if that sounds good to you, and if you'd like to learn more, well, we'd like to share that with you. The best way to share that with you is for you to do one of two things. Either we've got more videos for you to watch and you're welcome to go through them. Or number 2, if you're excited and want to talk to somebody right now, schedule a discovery call. That's where you can discover if this is a good fit for you, if this is right for you. That discovery call itself, you've got the ability to pick a schedule. We'll sit with you, have that conversation. The webinars, if you'd like to learn more, you absolutely have that choice as well. You see, the opportunity to do good and do well, to make money in real estate and in business, and to do it in any market, regardless of the economic cycle that we're in, well, that's the place to be. And as a matter of fact, residential assisted living and working with seniors, what we call the silver tsunami of seniors, is the best place to be in business and real estate for the next 20 years. If you'd like to learn more, just click below to get that information, the webinar or the discovery call. We're here to share this with you. Thank you for listening. This is Gene from the Residential Assisted Living Academy saying do good and do well.